Hello traders, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more information is the same as this one. In this channel we talk a lot more about trading, market analysis, and we are dealing with beat the market maker strategy, but all strategies are welcome. ICT and all that, I do give a bit of some information around that as well when I'm doing analysis. Looking at this, I'm just gonna make this video very short about what I expect is gonna happen this week. So please, this is not the final word. The market can do whatever it wants. Don't take my word for it, but this is what I wanna see happening. And if it does not happen, understand as well, my views can also change based on the market price movements after a day or two and so forth. So I'm just showing you what I expect just for this week. All right, so I'm not gonna go too much into higher time frames in as much as when we do analysis, that is where we're supposed to start, because I want to give you quite a few number of pairs to look at going forward, which I believe is going to help you a lot. All right, so now looking at this, we've got the market right here, which has been falling for quite a long time, and this has been a drop in the market for a long time, and now the market has formed what looks to be more like a peak formation. So in this instance, you can see from Tuesday last week all through Monday today, the market has been ranging. Though while it's ranging, the market has been forming higher lows. So you can see right there, the market has been forming higher lows. So what the market is doing is, the market was on a downtrend, and then it got to a point where it formed this low right here, and then it went up. After forming that low, it came back down, took liquidity below here, and then it started rising up. And during this time, it has been it's something like this. This is how it looks like on your chart. So this is where it is, and this right here being what you see particularly today. So that is what the market has been doing since it has started, and we are anticipating that the market continue to print lower highs going to the upside. All right, so I would like to see anything that is XXX pushing to the upside. That includes gold as well. I would like to see all of that pushing to the upside. So at the moment, we are still in level 3. We haven't seen any level rise at the moment that we can think of. We're still in level 3, and also having our nice big W right here, and we want to see us break out of this level. At the moment, we can confirm, if I zoom this closer, we can confirm that the market has actually broken the neck of that W. And after having broken the neck of that W, we can also confirm that the market has also broken the first high that it had set over there. And like I said, the market has formed the low, this being the last low right here, which was swept down by a spike, but they made sure every candle closes above that area. All right, and then we've got our new high right here. So the market has also formed a low right there, which is it has already respected today, and we do not expect price to trade anywhere below this area unless if we are forming a higher time frame peak formation. So if we're forming a higher time frame peak formation, fair enough, the market can do whatever it wants. It can start selling and go all the way down. But if we are forming if we are already ready to go, the market, then what we want to see it do is rally up and break that high and probably close above the 200 EMA. Then it can come and retest that high the following day and give us a continuous rise. So this is what I'm expecting with AUDUSD, and at the same time, again, it is the same thing that I am expecting with the other pairs like NZDUSD. I expect to see NZDUSD as well push to the upside. As you can see, this market formed a low right here, and what it has done so far with this low is actually to mark the low there, which is our lower low. Remember what I taught you on the previous video, that being our lower low. That lower low has been respected. That there, it was not broken, which is a very good thing, and the market has broken the neckline of the W right there, and then the market has proceeded to break the last high, and the market opened below right here, but it made sure that again for the second time it does not trade below the low of Friday. And so what we expect is the market to start pushing all the way up and breaking that high, and then come to retest it and move further up. If in case the market decides to break below this low, then it means we are forming a higher time frame peak. Then we'll see that with the market forming a W below again, which is similar to the one that you see here. So what you then are supposed to do in these instances is, number one, find a setup on this day. If the market stop hands to the low and gives you a setup, that's good. If the market gives you a type 3 setup and you are happy with it, that's also good. But if the market instead gives you a type 3 setup facing downwards, then be rest assured that we are trading to that low right there. So your main idea is to see whether Friday's low is going to be broken. Remember what I said about market structure? I said the market will keep on trading into the range, but it will make sure that it does not take out the previous lows. The market can come and test the low, but it can't take it out. All right, it will keep on taking out the highs, test the low, and just keep on doing that. So that is what we want to see the market do. So that's what AUDUSD and NZDUSD is doing. The market is testing the low of Friday, which is exactly what I'm showing you right there. So if it does break below and close candles below that low, then that should give us an alarm that this is not a buy. The market is gonna sell. So we want to look for sell positions going downwards. But in this case, as it stands now, all we want is to see a bullish market. All right, I hope this makes sense, guys. I'm not gonna say where this bullish market is gonna stop, because that is not important at the moment. You can do that by yourself. All right, USDCHF, remember USDCHF will always go in the opposite direction with EURUSD. As you can see, EURUSD is fighting to go up, and USDCHF is also climbing upwards. Now you already know that AUDUSD pairs are actually going up, so you know that USD pairs are going up, so you expect to see USDCHF going down. All right, that is what you want to see. So what's happening here, to me it looks like a stop hand. Now where is this stop hand gonna go? That is a very important question. The first thing that I will anticipate, if I'm going to the 15 minutes time frame, I wouldn't expect the stop hand to go as high as that high there, because that's too high for a stop hand to actually reach. I would expect my stop hand to play around this area right here, but I would have loved if it had stayed within Friday high, which in this case is not what is happening. It's actually doing the opposite of that. So now to then gauge how it's gonna go, probably what you then have to look at from the higher time frames, or sorry, from the 1 hour time frame, is probably where you've got order blocks sitting around and things like that. Like in this case right here, you have this order block sitting right there where you would expect the market to turn around. This order block is the one that is responsible for the break of structure right here. But remember, according to ICT methods, I'm not very good in this, but I do use it here and there. You guys always say that the order block that's valid is the one with the highest wick. So that means in this case, then this news candle will then serve as our order block. So that will serve as our order block. Now, this being the case, that will then mean we expect to see any time from now in between the week right there, because that's already within 50% of that candle. That's what we expect. That's where we expect the market to actually form a setup within 50% of this week right here, because that's 50, almost between 45 to 50% of this candle right here. So you know better about these ICTs. But yeah, that is where I expect the setup to happen. So what I'll do with USDCHF is just to let it go at the moment and allow it to actually form a setup. That is when I can be sure where exactly a setup is gonna form. Now again, other people prefer to use Fibonacci tools. I sometimes do use it, but not very often. You can actually mark the high and the low to try and gauge where reversals are going to happen. In this case right here, you are expecting a reversal to happen anytime soon, because that is where you're going to get your 61 is over here, so just above the 61 where your order block is. According to ICT, again, you have the premium and the discount areas. In this case, the market is already on the other side, so you expect to see the pullback, a setup happening in that area right there. All right, so because USDCHF is pushing high, it will restrict EURUSD from going further too high. So in this case, EURUSD is gonna be stagnant where it is for a little while until all this madness is done. Then after that, EURUSD can then push up. All right, last week when I was showing the members how EURUSD had actually given a reset from the 50 EMA, I showed them that it had actually given a reset from the 50 EMA and it started to go down. So you can see right here, it actually went all the way down and formed a low right there. But in this case right now, what it has done, it has gone to the 50 EMA, so which is good. It shows us that it's got a W on the first leg and M on the second leg, so we anticipate to see more or less the same thing on the other end. So now that means USD pairs are not gonna move too much today. I do not expect that. If it happens, fine, but I do not expect them to move too much today. They might stay there for a little while or move a little bit, but then on Tuesday, that is where we expect to see a lot of action going to the upside. So again, EURUSD, we expect to see some action for it going to the upside, just like any other USD pair. And like I always say, don't worry if you can't catch these peak formations. It's still okay. Just let the peak formations go. And when they are gone, that's when you can then start to look for setups in the direction which you want to go. GBPUSD is the same thing again. This one again formed a reset and actually pushed down 3 times. So it actually came to the peak formation right here. So this is where it was, peak formation level 3, and then it went to form a type 3 reset right there, and it dropped 1 and dropped 2 and then maintained that low and dropped for the 3rd time. So this is where its low is, and right now it is forming a second leg. So my advice again will be, let the market go, and then when it pulls back, whether it's an ID50 or it's a safety trade or whatever, that's where you then take the setup, but that is what I'm expecting. I want to see USD pairs start to buy this week. Whether they will buy to the 200 EMA, that's a different analysis altogether, but I want to see them going in that direction. Same applies with the USD card. I'm expecting to see USD card falling hard. I don't know how far this is, this is going to happen, but I want to see them falling very hard wherever they are now. If you look at higher time frames for USD card, you can actually find that if you follow ICT methods, you kind of got into an order block area again. But I said again, you people, some of you, they prefer using the candle with the highest wick. That's the one that they say it is actually the order block, which is where the market is now. But even if you use that one as well, the market is already touched in that area. So we want to see the market push down, but again, we wait for a setup. So that means H1 is supposed to give us a setup before we can go down. As you can see right now, we haven't broken the high of last week, which is very significant because this is last week's high and it is also yesterday's high because it's a Friday, and Monday has made sure that all candles, they close below that high. So we want to see what will happen outside of the Asian as well. If we keep on respecting it or keep on resisting right there, that'll be very good because it will mean the fall is going to be very good and hard. All right, so again, we wait for setups on that as well. And Monday is not a good day to trade, so if you don't want to trade on a Monday, it's very good to let the market be and leave it. I was actually looking at this one as well, and look, I anticipated a reset right here. It never happened, and the market continued going up, and now I'm expecting to see the market reverse because we've done 3 levels of rise. So that is what I want to see the market do right there, push down. But I need a setup like that one, which is on the yesterday's high, and being yesterday's high, it's also the high of last week, so it's high of the week for last week. So I want to see the market form a setup there, and then we can now go down. Now USD card going down, then that will also mean Euro card will also push down and GBP card will push down. I've touched on so many pairs right here, and I believe most of you have already gotten what I'm talking about. Card chief as well. I was spotting this one from last week, and I've seen 2 drops so far, and I'm waiting for the last drop. So there are 2 things that will happen. Number one, it's either we are going to respect last week's high, last Friday's high, and form a setup from there and drop down, or we are gonna move to the 800 EMA and form a setup there and go down. So those 2 things, because we've already gone beyond the 200 EMA, unless if this candle is gonna be a railroad track, then we come back down, form a setup at 200 and go down. So you already have 3 options in fact, and all those 3 options, you're just looking to see where the market is gonna form a setup. If it forms here, fine. If it goes up there, fine as well. If it goes up there, it's still the same thing. You are just expecting to see how the market will go. Now that's a very important one because it is the opposite of USD card. So the reason why it's pushing up like right now is because of the CHF pairs, because USDCHF is pushing up. That's what might happen. So you might see this one might push up and then consolidate for the day, while the other card pairs are actually pushing down. So the correlation and disparity, those are some of the things that you look at to say, okay, other card pairs are now moving, so this one might consolidate or move in a different direction. So there's a whole lot of things. And again, like I said, don't take my word for it because these things can change anytime. It depends with how price has moved in that particular time. So you can't just say, oh yeah, he said it's gonna sell, I'm seeing a setup, so I'm just jumping in on it. Not really that. As you can see, USD MXN, I predicted a sell on this and it's already moved, which is very good. And what I want to see is the market move all the way down to that low right there, then from there move to a reset, and by that time I'm hoping either the 200 or the 50 EMA will be around that area, then we can continue going all the way down. So that is what I had plotted in the morning. That's what I was expecting in the morning. Gold, again, it's very good. So what I want to see happen with gold, because it has already moved, I want to see gold test the high. So I want to see a setup forming on gold on the high right there, and because it has moved up, so if they form a high on top of the Asian, I want to see gold going all the way up either to that high or to that high right there. Then we can look for reversals. So that means either this week or next week there's a probability that gold might break that all-time high. It might break that all-time high and form a new high altogether. That's also possible as well, since the USD pairs might also be buying. All right, so because you know where NZDUSD will go, so then you should know where Euro NZD is supposed to go as well. It's gonna have to do the opposite of that. So that's what I can see at the moment, based on 1 hour time frames. You're free to have a different opinion. That's still okay as well. I've been tracking this buy on BTC, and it has been doing very well. I tracked the sell all the way from where it's coming from if you look at the 4 hour time frame. I've been tracking it for a long time all the way from here, and it's been moving very well, going all the way down 3 levels. And I tracked the buy as well, and I also tracked the sell too. I took some of the trades of it, some I did not take, but it's good. And I anticipated that it was gonna come to a low right here. Reason being, I had seen a fair value gap over there, so I knew that the market was gonna break that low and probably be attracted to going down to that fair value gap on the 4 hour, which is what the market did. If you look at it from the higher time frames like the D1s, you can then find that the market has actually formed you a nice W right there with the neckline, which got broken, and the market has come down to 50 and given you a setup, and the market is going up. So we want to see buy setups all through on BTC. And now today we had a buy, which when I looked at this pair yesterday, I had predicted that it was going to buy yesterday, but it only bought a little bit. And this morning when I looked at it, it was over here, and I said, oh yeah, this is going to be a buy. And when I was expecting the market to give me a very nice W, maybe probably outside the Asian around the 200 EMA, unfortunately I found the market was already gone. So it is already taken off without me. Again, it is what it is. Sometimes it does happen like that, and I also was expecting that it's supposed to react to those highs there and not break them. If it does break them, then it should react to these highs there. Either it comes down and goes back up, or it comes down to these ones and goes back up. So that is what I was actually expecting, and the good thing is the market didn't break those highs, but it actually found support there and is on its way up. So I'm expecting the market to go all the way up, break the ADR high, and also break this high right there, which is it is already done with a week, and probably close up there. Then tomorrow we expect to see a retracement and a continuous buy. All right, so that is what I was actually expecting. So that is it, guys, in terms of the market, and that's what I'm expecting. So if you've got your own favorite pairs that you are trading, then it's good. You can pick any of my opinions, and if you are not happy with them, still fine. Again, don't take my word for it. Anything can happen, guys. The market can change the way it moves. I'm not the one that moves the market. I can only tell you what I think, and if it doesn't go that way, again, please do not be obligated to trade what my opinion is. All right, thank you very much, guys, and I'll meet you on the next one. Cheers.